Today, we're going to really dive into how you, as a European entrepreneur, can successfully enter the US market. I mean, it is indeed a land of opportunity with lots of potential, but it's also filled with many challenges that you'll have to face. So, whether you're, I would say, dreaming of Silicon Valley or, the bustling streets of New York, today I really want to guide you through some actionable strategies that you can put in place to start your journey on the right foot. Now, first of all, why the US? The US boasts a thriving business landscape. It has a healthy economy, it has a very diverse customer base that is really just waiting to be tapped into if you know how to do it. But one thing that I often see with the clients that I work with is that they underestimate the complexities of this market. They think, hey, it's the US, we're Europe, we're very similar. We have the same sort of Western culture, we have a lot of American cultural references. Cultural differences, not such a big deal. So, really, you do not want to underestimate those differences because whether it is just differences in the culture or the mentality, the business etiquette and practices, communication styles, laws and regulations, which is a whole other subject, really I would say the path into the US market to be successful can be quite intimidating. I mean, it's not easy, but it is possible. And here are some things that you can do to help make it a little easier, maybe, but definitely possible, and avoid a lot of common mistakes and just wasting a lot of money and time and energy. Now, the first thing is really to just do your research like a pro. And I mean, start by, for example, using a tool like Google Trends. You can identify, you know, the US cities or the regions that are showing the highest interest in your product or service that can help you to know where you want to get started. Because, of course, the US market is very vast. It can also, just help you to know where to focus your efforts. Start small, start locally, and then grow from there. You also want to try and identify who are your top three American competitors and really do a lot of analysis into their strengths and weaknesses. What is their value proposition and what is your value proposition and how does it differ? What makes you different? One thing that I would like to point out is that being a foreign entrepreneur, it's rarely enough to stand out. Like if you say, what's, like I said, a regulation so that you know what you're getting into. I am not qualified to help you with that. Reach out and contact perhaps a US based business lawyer for those questions. And yes, it will cost you, but that initial investment is probably going to save you a lot of money and trouble, big trouble later down the line. Second step is trying to build up your American dream team, let's call them. Um, you can start, of course, by leveraging online platforms like LinkedIn to join industry focused groups. You can start building up your network now. You can look on other sites like Upwork. Those are very good for finding freelancers. There's just lots of platforms depending on what industry you're in. But go ahead and start building up your network, even if it's not to hire these people, but to make contacts in the US market. Of course, if you're able to, you can go to industry events in your target market. This gives you that really invaluable face to face connection and something that not a lot of people think of, but can be a very interesting source of, let's say, potential contacts and maybe team members. Reaching out to universities in the US, they often have strong programs, strong business programs. They might have something specifically in your field, and that means that you can really sort of tap into the fresh talent, the graduates who are coming onto the American market, who know the culture, who know how to do business. They've got the subject matter expertise, and they can often give you a lot of insights into how to do business in your industry in the US. And a third thing that you want to make sure that you have is, of course, a pitch that will wow your investors or clients. You really want to focus on your why. You want to clearly articulate your core problem that your business solves for US customers. And of course, supporting your claims with statistics, numbers, anything that proves what you say, just really shows that you know the market, you know the data, and also you know the local culture. Um, Going back to data, of course, investors, they'll love the story, but they love data even more. And if you can show that you really know what's the potential return on investment, that is going to show, hey, I know this market. Yes, I may be an outsider, but I'm just as good as any American entrepreneur. So, if you follow these steps, you're going to start really laying the foundations for a good, solid market entry. Now, will this be enough? No, of course not. But like I said, we're laying the foundations, we're getting started. So, to really set the stage for success, like I said, the US market, it's challenging, but it's got huge opportunities. If you've got the right approach, you do your research, you've built up your connections and your team, and you know how to speak to those American clients and investors, you can succeed. You can make it there. So if you are interested in learning more about how to do this, about going a little bit further with this, definitely I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But more importantly, go and subscribe to my newsletter. It's the American Market Alchemist. It's all about creating gold in the American market. I had a little bit of fun with the alchemy universe. But hey, I feel like you have to have some fun when you're doing business. Anyway, sign up for that newsletter. You'll get a newsletter every Thursday, which is very tactical, very practical, lots of insights into the American mentality, business practices, and the link to sign up for that newsletter is, of course, in the notes below. All right, that's it. I'm Christina Rubafe, the American Market Alchemist, and I will see you soon.